The spiritual Dr. Tao Yao, good and evil are like a mystery. Golden bell pass. Leave no one behind. I am talking about this girl. She often carries a bell that doesn't ring. Travel to every corner of the world. As a spirit doctor, Tao Yao only treats monsters, not people. But every time he saves a monster. But it tells the world. This is a quote, Fairies album's quote, of the fight in the past 2 years. For every story contains a knife. So it was jokingly called 100 Knives by netizens. Knife deadly, but deeply rooted. Are you ready? On this day, Tao Yao took a little monk to grind her teeth. Come to a snow inn. Because there is a demon here that needs his help. I saw a flash of white light. The boy in front of him turned back into a grey fox. It turned out that he had already cut off his foxtail. Devoured the netherworld. It looks like it's dying. And everything comes from the heart. To cure the grey fox. Also need to be clear. What happened to him? Therefore, he took off the bell that doesn't normally ring. Immortal. Thousands of calamities. Unlock the bell. Cocoon into butterfly. Tell me why you restuck. It turns out that early in this troubled world, the grey fox was taken by a group of people. I am going to make a scarf for my lady. But then a fid boy appeared. Let the strong man and the others let the little fox go. And made a bet with the other party. Said that the two had a blindfolded competition. If you win, agree to his request. The strong man agreed. But what he still can't understand is, just for such a little fox, is it worth it for the boy to fight with him? Same life. I think it is worth it. Available in competition. The boy's skills are extraordinary. Soon the strong man was at a disadvantage. I almost fell off a cliff. Critical moment. The boy grabbed him. After all, stay on the line. As long as the other party is willing to admit defeat. In this way, the grey fox was successfully rescued. And the boy took him to the forest. Released but not long ago. The grey fox has gone and returned. Although he cannot understand humans. But the boy gave him a different feeling from ordinary people. Because he saved himself. From this day on, one man and one fox depend on each other as companions. He used his short legs to help the boy with some rough work. I also spent a calm and comfortable time. The teenager at night spoke of his dream. He wants to be a happy and dashing knight. Because by then, you can turn around and protect Zheng Are you yourself. Innocent and weak like a little fox. But unfortunately, you are a proton. Received into the army by the people above. To control a father with a heavy army. Look at the little fox in front of you. He confessed that it would be nice if you were human. Let us be brothers. Go to every interesting place together. Drink and eat meat together. Ying Jian Jianghu. The little fox looked up at the sky. At this moment, he thought he finally understood someone. But soon, the boy is leaving. Because the battle was won. Ready to exterminate the remnants. He invited the little fox to wait until the world was settled. Travel together. But the little fox thought about it. Turned away. Because he made a decision in his heart to be human. Be brothers with teenagers for life. But this is 40 years. The grey fox finally be a human. On a street today. He smelled something familiar back then. The grey fox's heart is sure. It was the boy who saved himself. And he comes in non-stop. Above the horses. But the grey fox never thought. People are fickle. 40 years is too long for people. The boy who once dreamed of becoming a knight. Now at Escon. Became a murderous general. I am still a little late. You getting a little old. 40 years into human form is the limit of my practice. Now I can finally be your brother. Yuji. Kill. There are 100 kinds of demons, and they all know good and evil. But a human heart is unpredictable. The fox's body dissipated. Because he was killed in the head by his savior. The person formed after 40 years of practice. But in the end, I still don't understand humans. Somehow he remembered when the general was a teenager. Promise made. One day, I want to become the most powerful knight. Then you can turn around and protect who I used to be. Innocent and weak like you. You are a beast. But when the grey fox learned that he had saved his general for executing 20,000 surrender and was ordered to be beheaded, he still made a decision. Planned to exchange life for life. Go to repay the past life-saving grace. The day before the general was beheaded, he came to 20,000 ghost. It was all swallowed into the body. Because that is the only way. The general is not in danger. And on that night, the grey fox came to the emperor's bedroom. He cut off his foxtail, turned into red light, feed into the emperor's mouth, to change his will. Shang Nian, Chin Laut from, lenient, compassionate. Fuse, a lifetime. Because grey foxes are born black and white. And foxtails are especially precious. Take the light. Feed people with light. Also use another person's name as a spell. Then the light eater will love it. Even if you have a grudge against killing your father, it can also be ignored. So even if ministers don't understand this, but the emperor will to pardon the general. Still no one can change. And the general got his wish. He wasn't beheaded. She survived. But the grey fox who returned the favor was already dying. Tao Yao already knows what the grey fox's tail has done. But even though he is called a spiritual doctor, but the grey fox in front of him couldn't be saved. Because he not only devours tens of thousands of ghosts, cut off its tail. It is hopeless. Then you can get him another one. The tail is fine.
Ouch, what to pick up your hair?
Tao Yao ripped a strand of hair from the grey fox's body. Long gone. Corrupted by resentment. But there is another way. Name, empty and restore. Just fight back to its original shape before the grey fox dies. Return to the state of being just born. But it is painful. Near death. And even if you survive, it will only become an ordinary little grey fox. The drop has 0 power. Memory is 0. It is better to reincarnate. You ask him if he wants to.
I would like to.
Please.
Tao Yao.
Okay. I have a rule. The healed monster. Gotta be my medicine. Pour here, poke a chapter here. Someday, I want to take any part of you. Whether it is ears, claws or tails. You have to give it to me unconditionally, understand? The grey fox stretched out its claws happily. Leave a light in the palm of the peach demon's hand. Then he took a vial of medicine from his waist. But what he doesn't understand is, since grey foxes don't understand humans, why did you save the general at all costs? But the grey fox said he didn't save him. But on that cold night many years ago, a little boy who wants to fight the world in a drunken dream. The drugged fox seemed to be having a dream. In his dream, he met the man again. The innocent boy who once saved himself. You saved my life. I pay you back. From now on, the two will not owe each other. Empty the little grey fox. Become just born. At the begging of the little monk who grinds his teeth. The spiritual Dr. Tao Yao promised him. Practice all the way. You can take it with you. The reason why the little grey fox does not choose to reincarnate. Because he also has a wish. I still want to live.
I want to see this prosperous world.